Welcome to the origin of the New 52 Justice League. We may be skipping over a few elements as the goal of this video is to give you an understanding of the plot so that you can move forward in the comics. Also, this is about the comic strip, not the movie. While they are very close to each other in the plot, they did decide to change a few things such as swapping out Aquaman for Shazam. With all of that out of the way, let me ask you, did you enjoy the new take on the Justice League? Did you enjoy the new movie? Let me know in the comments down below. This story begins under the concept that superheroes have only been around for the last 6 years. There is no Justice League, there aren't even super friends right now. The only superheroes who even know about each other appear to be the Green Lantern and Flash. Batman is also considered a criminal, and Superman is considered a scary alien guy. Over in Gotham, a mysterious enemy has been prowling around causing problems on the rooftop. Since Batman has only popped up recently on the scene, the local police believe the creature is him, and so does the Green Lantern. At first, the Green Lantern is chasing Batman around, thinking him to be the troublemaker, but once they sort out who the actual enemy is, Batman and the Green Lantern chase the enemy together, and it turns out to be a parademon. Once they have the parademon cornered, he blows himself up, leaving behind a father box. And as it appears to be alien in origin, Batman decides to go question Superman, the only known alien on Earth. Green Lantern decides to tag along since aliens are kind of his thing. Not knowing who they are, Superman starts swinging his fists wildly. Green Lantern calls in the Flash, and all four men start having a superhero rumble. But Batman realizes everyone is a good guy by the way that Superman is holding his punches and not destroying his own city. They all decide to work together to figure out what this father box is. But before they can make any real progress on it, a boom tube opens and parademons fly through. Meanwhile, high school student Vic Stone is visiting his father at Star Labs when the boom tube they were keeping there for studies explodes, causing Vic Stone to be caught in the explosion. But while this would have killed any other man, his father comes forward and saves him using new technology, turning his son into Cyborg. Meanwhile, Wonder Woman leaves her escort at the White House to join them in their fight, and sensing that there are problems on the surface, Aquaman jumps out of the ocean and reveals that there have also been problems with attacking monsters under the ocean as well. After all the heroes come together and prove themselves in a very cool battle, we now have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg all in one location. And it turns out to be just in time as the true villain of our story arrives. Darkseid descends on them and informs them that it is he who started this invasion. He sees the problems with what was supposed to be a simple invasion. He sees it as these heroes. He fires his Omega beams at them, and Flash and Superman begin to outrun them. And luckily it turns out that the Flash is fast enough, but Superman isn't, and is knocked out completely and carried away by Darkseid's parademons. Green Lantern then shows his cockiness and tries to repeatedly attack Darkseid to no avail. He probably would have continued this until Batman convinces him that they need to work together as a team and come up with a plan. He then puts Green Lantern in charge of putting the team together and chases Superman inside, having a parademon carry him inside of the boom tube. While Green Lantern assembles the team on Earth, Batman finds Superman being tortured and frees him. The two men then find their way through a boom tube back to Earth, and together the entire team manages to overwhelm Darkseid. While they couldn't outright defeat him, they do manage to throw him back through one of his own boom tubes, and Cyborg uses his newfound powers to close it all up. The team is then honored by the president as the heroes of the new age. And the team, while at first don't think that they can work together, quietly acknowledge that there may be threats too great for each of them to handle on their own. They will need to be a team. But what can their team name be? Well, our lovable Flash has the name handled. They shall be called the Super 7! Or Justice League as the series continues to be called. Thank you for joining us today, and make sure you follow us on Twitter, Google+, and Facebook, and we'll see you next time at Comicstorian.